We're here today with Nature's Gold at some of their local Manuka hives. I'm here with the founder Jill, and she's going to tell us what's so special about Manuka honey and also what makes their skincare range so special. So we're using the active power of Manuka, and we're just going to learn a bit more about that today. So Jill, tell me what's so special about Manuka honey.
Manuka honey has wonderful properties to it. It's antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. It's now classed as a probiotic. So taking a teaspoon a day is good for your health, and putting it in a skincare product is just wonderful because Manuka honey soaks into the skin very, very quickly, gets down deep into the skin and takes all the other actives that we put in our products.
So your honey is sourced from local places in Australia. Tell me some more about where your honey comes from.
Well, our honey is all Australian. Manuka honey comes from all down the east coast of Australia. We've got beautiful honey from Byron Bay, from Bribie Island, and all down the east coast. So our hives, you can see here, are set in wonderful locations, clean, fresh, pure. So yes.
And the Manuka honey bushes, what is that bush?
The Manuka honey bush is a leptospermum. It's a type of a tea tree. In Australia we have 86 species, and we've got about 12 or so of those that are highly active.
Okay, so you've got these bushes around these hives like we have here today, and the bees are going and feeding on those. How does it all work?
How it works is the bees will feed on the flowers. They'll take the nectar back to the hives. They then add an enzyme, and that now, their little cell in the honeycomb, that makes honey. The bees make about a teaspoon of honey, one bee, in their lifetime. So wow. That's why each beehive is either 30,000 bees or 40,000 bees.
And what makes active Manuka? How do you find out if your honey is active?
Well, active Manuka, when we get the honey from the hives, we then take a sample of it up to our university, and it's tested in the laboratory by the professor up there, and it's given a grading. And Manuka honey's measured by numbers, and it's a bit confusing out there in the marketplace today with the different numbers. MGO are all the high numbers, that's the methyl glyoxal. The low numbers are the NPA or the UMF that New Zealanders use.
So these are the numbers that we would see on the jar here. So when we're looking for Manuka honey, if we want a high strength honey that's really active and going to be really good for our health, what strength do we want to buy?
Well, it depends, 5+, we'll start at the bottom. 5+ is you can put on your toast, you can put in smoothies. Just take a teaspoon a day, but once you get to 10+, that's when it's classed as medicinal. So 10+ you would take as your probiotic, an everyday tonic, put on minor wounds. You would then go up to 15+ if you woke up in the morning with a bit of a sore throat. The 20+ is hospital grade. That's what you'd put on leg ulcers when you've got a really bad infection that won't heal, tinea that won't heal, anything. So it's graded by numbers. So the higher up you go in numbers, now these numbers here, 20+ is the NPA rating, so 20+ is actually 829 MGO. So when the customer goes to the shop or the store and wants to buy a honey, it must always have letters after it, so you know whether you're getting MGO or an NPA rated honey.
Because the demand on Manuka honey is very high, so we have a lot of false products on the market.
Yes.
Not products like yours where we can see the honey that we've got the hives there. So these numbers are very important when you're shopping to identify real, genuine Manuka honey. Is that right?
It is crucial. The other thing that customers need to look out for is, what are they buying? Has it been blended? Our honey has come straight from these hives, straight into the jar. We don't blend. That's really, really important. A lot of honey out there has been blended a lot, so you're not getting 100% pure. Our honey's raw, which means it hasn't been heated, it's not filtered, it hasn't been processed, it's unpasteurised, so you're getting a wonderful honey that will work.
Exactly. So I guess that's why you're putting it in your therapeutic skincare range.
Yes, it is. Our therapeutic skincare range is specifically for eczema and dermatitis. Manuka honey is one of those products that works really well on eczema and dermatitis and psoriasis. It takes a bit longer for psoriasis and rosacea, but Manuka honey is anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. Starts to put a barrier on the skin, because what's happened with eczema and dermatitis, the barrier of the skin has broken down.
Okay, we've got some of your concentrated ointment here.
Yes.
So how should I use this product in my everyday life?
In your everyday life, you carry it with you all the time. You keep it in your handbag.
In my purse? Well, that will fit in there?
That'll fit in there. The Manuka power is 100% natural. And in the 100% tube, 30% of it is Manuka honey 15 plus.
Oh,
Imagine
excellent.
how powerful that is on the skin.
Exactly.
You only need a little tiny bit, and the Manuka insect bites. You get stung with mozzies, sandflies, you put some of that on, it stops the itch nearly straight away and reduces the inflammation. So scratches, bites, burns.
So you can essentially put it in your first aid kit, you're saying?
It's a first aid kit in a tube.
Oh,
it's
excellent.
a fantastic product.
Excellent.
Yes.
And we can find that on your website, can't we?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic. Now, Manuka honey isn't the only amazing thing that's in this little tube and your other skincare. What else do you put in your skincare range that makes it so special?
Well, we decided to combine Australian bush botanicals. That's the lily-pilly, kakadu, quandong, native grass seed oil we've just started putting in. We've just put native tamarind seed oil in our shampoos and conditioner, because that's really good to put on in your hair. So you combine those wonderful Australian bush botanicals with Australian Manuka honey. Wow, you've got wonderful skincare.
Exactly, and it's a great alternative to people looking for something that isn't so chemical and irritating to the skin, because we know that even in the shampoo and the conditioner, if you're having dermatitis on your scalp, it's not just on your body, that they'd be a great alternative for people looking for it as well. So
Most
some
definitely.
of those botanicals, like kakadu plum, we're only just starting to discover what's so special about it. Now, I was reading some things in one of your blogs about kakadu plum. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Kakadu plum is the highest source of vitamin C in the world.
Yeah.
And we've got it here in Australia. I mean, it's just a fantastic ingredient to put in your products. So it's kakadu, we've used that in our night cream. We choose which Australian bush botanicals to use in which products. If we want an astringent, we've used lily-pilly, which we've put in our spritzer. We want that to clean the skin and get out the oils. The kakadu plum we've put in our night cream, and we've also put lily-pilly in our jojoba. So we choose in the ointment here, we've got all three, because that's a power.
So we're using the power of the Australian botanicals and the Manuka. Now, if someone's completely new to your products, what would you recommend they start with?
I'd recommend they start with the ointment and our therapeutic cream, because in our experience, every person either has a skin problem or knows somebody or has children with a skin problem. So what we need to put on our skin is something that has got no chemicals in, and is natural and works. We can't put perfumes in. So that's why the therapeutic cream, this one here, the ointment's got a bit of lavender in it, and it makes it a beautiful product to use.
Yeah, when I use it on my lips, I can smell the lavender oil really strong. It's
That's
really
right.
nice.
Yes.
Nice
So
alternative. That's the therapeutic cream that we have here that we were talking about. So all these people have been writing into you about
Yes.
their severe eczema that has been cleared up completely by this cream. And you had some personal experience using this cream too,
yes,
didn't you?
I used to years and years ago suffer from eczema, and a friend of mine gave me a little bit of cream to try, and it worked. And I thought, what is this? This is a long time ago.
Yes.
So from there we're to where we are today.
Yeah.
Manuka honey is just getting more and more well known. Not only does the ointment and the therapeutic for eczema and dermatitis, but you use Manuka honey, our three little miracles, for leg ulcers.
Oh,
You
okay.
put the Manuka honey straight on the leg wound, you use the ointment around the outside of the wound, and you use the the therapeutic cream after the wound started healing up. So one other thing, the therapeutic cream is TGA listed. That's the Therapeutic Goods Administration. Now, a lot of people don't know the importance of that, but the importance is all those products have been tested. They're safe and they have to be made in a TGA licensed facility, which means it's sterile, completely sterile, and we're micro-tested every 6 months.
And all your products are made in Australia, which is important as well. So you control the whole process from hive to jar.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes we do. Yes, so there you go. That's our products.
Excellent.